2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday the 28th of February and it's National Public Sleeping Day. And a big happy birthday to Amanda Abbington, Jake Berg, Daniel Handler and Ainsley Harriott. After 7 years of chaos, could it be that the post-Brexit Northern Ireland deal has finally been done? Well, after years of confusion, not helped by Boris's undercooked oven-ready deal, it seems Rishi Sunak and Ursula von der Leyen might finally have come up with a solution. The President of the European Commission announced they've reached a new deal, now known as the Windsor Framework, which aims to fix the long-standing issues between Northern Ireland and the EU.
This new framework will allow us to begin a new chapter. It provides for long-lasting solutions that both of us are confident will work for all people and businesses in Northern Ireland.
And here's the 4 key points. 1, goods from Britain destined for Northern Ireland will travel through a new green lane with a separate red lane for goods at risk of moving on to the EU. 2, a Stormont break will allow the Northern Ireland Assembly to raise an objection to a new rule. 3, the UK will have a say on VAT and alcohol duty for Northern Ireland. And 4, pets, parcels and medicines will basically be exempt from restrictions. But Rishi says this is about so much more than just a deal on paper.
It's about stability. It's about real people. It's about showing that our union, that has lasted for centuries, can and will endure.
It's now a case of waiting to see what Boris and the Democratic Unionist Party do next, but Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer says he's ready to accept the deal.
We owe it to the people of Northern Ireland to get on and fix this. They're desperate to have this fixed. They deserve to have it fixed, and we need to fix it for the whole of the UK.
Energy bills are making headlines again, and it looks like there could be light, even if it is somewhat overpriced, at the end of the tunnel. The good news is Ofgem's price cap has come down by about £1,000, but the bad news is customers' bills could still be going up. It's all because the government is also reducing its energy price guarantee support in April. The shortfall has prompted money-saving expert Martin Lewis to call on the government to postpone their reduction.
It seems to be an act of national mental health harm to send almost everybody a letter saying your energy bills are going to go up by 20% again. Well, they've already more than doubled. And just for the sake of 3 months.
Meanwhile, Labour's Shadow Chancellor Rachel Reeves says that energy bills shouldn't be going up at all and that Labour would extend the supports funded by a windfall tax.
The cost of living crisis is still very real for people. It's people's number one concern at the moment. And yet under the government plans, bills will go up to £3,000 on average. But we've set out how we can keep those bills at an average of £2,500. Still very high, but it means no further increase.
As we begin the second year of war in Ukraine, the fighting continues mainly across the eastern region. It comes as China's proposed a 12-point peace plan, calling for peace talks and respect for national sovereignty, but it doesn't clarify China's position on a Russian withdrawal. President Zelensky took it as a positive and is keen to meet with Xi Jinping, but it may be wishful thinking as Beijing still refuses to condemn Russia's invasion. Meanwhile, NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg sent a message of solidarity to the people of Ukraine.
NATO will stand with Ukraine for as long as it takes. We stand by your right to choose your own path as a proud, sovereign and independent nation in Europe.
And Canadian High Commissioner to the UK, Ralph Goodale, reiterated Canada's support.
Canada is a staunch supporter of Ukraine and of the Western coalition that has been amazingly strong for this past year. There were serious questions about whether it could stick together, and it has.
Donald Trump's making headlines again over the ongoing Georgia investigation into his election interference. Indictments are expected after a special grand jury made recommendations last week, which are now being assessed. But Trump's calling foul after the foreperson of the grand jury, Emily Cause, gave interviews to the press last week. She's giving definite fangirl vibes.
But honestly, I kind of wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it'd be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump.
Now the weirdness of her interviews has led Trump's lawyers to say he shouldn't be charged in the probe at all, as attorney Drew Findling argues.
We've lost 100% confidence in this process. We feel this process has been compromised.
Still to come on the Smart 7, a record-breaking win for Britain on the slopes, and someone is back. Right after this. Welcome back.
The freestyle skiing and snowboarding World Championships are underway in Georgia. That's the one in Eastern Europe. And a British teen has broken records after she became the youngest world champion in snowboarding history at the age of just 16. Mia Brooks has also become the first woman to land a 1,440-degree trick, setting a new record for Team GB. That's 4 complete revolutions, by the way. In doing so, she's become Great Britain's first snowboard slopestyle world champion.
I honestly feel like I'm gonna cry. I've never been so happy in my life. I was at the top and my coach was just like, you know what, if you want to win this, just try the 14. I tried 12 in practice but this is the first time I've stomped it, so I'm super happy.
Anthony Mack is a man of many talents. He's an actor, a superhero and an inventor too, apparently. Not only has he picked up the baton to be the next Captain America, but he's got a new Netflix film out too. It's called We Have a Ghost, and he's been out and about promoting it. But the tour took a turn when it emerged he had a hand inventing the word twerk. What?
We created the word twerk. The dude who was rapping created the word twerk, but we were there when they made the word twerk because it was called jerking. Then there was this girl, she was jerking so hard. Dude was like, man, she working. Then dude said, man, she twerking. That was the escalation.
Guess who's back again? No, not him. It's Arnie, of course.
I'm back, baby.
Oh.
That's what you get for being sentimental.
The former governor and action legend takes on his first TV series in a Netflix action comedy called Fubar. The Terminator actor stars in a classic father-daughter tale about 2 CIA operatives. And if you don't know what Fubar stands for, well, it's f***ed up beyond all recognition. Imagine what the world would have been like if they'd let Arnie swear sooner.
I'll be back.
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.